Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM YAHWASHI, BAHASHIM MAKAKWADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. The lesson I want to get into is not putting a trust into a double-minded man. A double-minded man is not to be trusted. A double-minded man is not trustworthy. In James 1:8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You don't put your trust in a double-minded man. A man that doesn't stand for nothing. A man like that has no honor. So he cannot be trusted. He's your enemy. And you have to be careful who you put your trust in. And the only place your trust should be put in is in YAHAWASHI, not in man. Even being around Akim, people get it confused. You know, your trust is through them because we're servants through them to YAHAWASHI. You cannot get that confused also. And just because you know the truth too, don't be so hesitant. Don't be so hasty to jump to someone that believes and knows that they're Israelites, because they can't be trusted either. It's through the Spirit. That's why Great Millstone don't mess with other camps, because they're not bound by the same doctrine, so they cannot be trusted. They're your enemies. We at all means we keep peace with all men, if possible. But we make our peace and keep it moving. These people are your enemies. This is Psalm 40:4. Blessed is that man that maketh YAHAWAH his trust, and respecteth not the proud. You're not supposed to respect the proud, because what does Scripture say? Before pride cometh destruction. Double-minded men are ticking time bombs. They're cock grenades. Alright, and they'll blow up anybody in their vicinity. All they know is to follow death. Things of death. Carnality. A man that doesn't have trust in YAHAWASHI, how can you trust him? Because he don't fear YAHAWASHI if he doesn't trust him. And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. The people of this world are reprobates. They're sick dogs, okay? They're sick dogs. They're going to sick each other. Alright. Nor such as turn aside to lies. It's a lie telling yourself that the people you grew up with, or the friend you had close relations with, or the people of your own household, saying that they have your back, because they don't. Because why? Because we're at liberty. There's no real adversity. When adversity comes, people fold. And people do things pertaining to their own survival. And it goes back to their nature, which is people of this world are carnal. So their word means nothing. Their word is not bond. Because they don't stand for anything. They have no honor. They're fickle. They're spineless. They're lawless, because they don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWASHI. You'll be a fool to put your trust in these kind of people. Man will always disappoint you. I learned that in the world. Don't bring that in the truth. This is Micah 7:5. Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the door of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. For the son dishonoreth the father. The daughter riseth up against her mother. The daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own household. A man's enemies are those who are close unto him, because they watch you. They know your weaknesses. They know where you stay. They know what you drive. They know what you like to eat. They know what time you go to work. The ones closest onto you are the ones most likely that will turn on you, because they're comfortable with you. And again, they're lawless. They're envious. They're covetous. Haters of the Most High. Backstabbers. They do things that are not convenient. And to be destitute of the fear of the Lord is not convenient. Because in that day, today the world is bound by the land of the law of the land. The law of the land doesn't have the law, statutes, and commandments in it. And there's no foundation of the law, statutes, and commandments in this world. But this world does have a law. It does have jurisdiction. It does, to a point. It's not completely lawless. Okay, there's psychos and there's all type of wickedness going on, but people are still somewhat civil. But once the law of the land is tossed out the window, watch what happens to these people of this world. When there's a hurricane or the lights go out, you see people can't handle that kind of adversity. So what more when it's a life and death? What more when there's no food? A man that don't fear the Lord, you can't trust that man, because they're unstable. And ain't nobody gonna feel bad for you if you put your trust in man that day. So you can't bring that stuff in the truth. You're a new creature. The old you is dead. Don't bring that old man in the truth. There's gonna be people coming up to you and acting like your friend, like ain't nothing happened, or try to make themselves known unto you. But in the world, man, you can't trust Jake. So don't bring that in the truth. Finishing up, this is Micah 7:7. Therefore I will look unto the Lord Yahawah. I will wait for the Most High of my salvation. My power will hear me. The Most High will hear you when you're in straits, when you're in a life and death situation, when you got no food. Not these people of the world. And you're responsible for your own salvation. The brotherhood is beautiful. And, being able to watch the Akim and watch the elders and apostles on YouTube and feed yourself is beautiful. But in that day, you're responsible for your own salvation. Ain't no holding hands in that day. It says straight and narrow. You got to go through YAHAWASHI. And if you're in truth and sincerity, you got nothing to worry about. But if you do foolish things like put your trust in people of this world, you get your feelings hurt. You get disappointed. And you'll get mocked. Nobody's going to feel bad for you if you put your trust in these people. This is 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. You don't need to be around people that don't believe in the name YAHAWASHI. There's no reason to, because you know what's going to happen to them. So why would you want to be around them? It's going to rub off on you. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? No. Those are your enemies. You're made not to be together. You were separated. So why are you trying to mix around with them? You're gonna end up in a casket. This is 15. And what concord hath Mashiach with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. This is talking about the elect. As the Most High have said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, talking about the elect, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out among them, get away from these people, and be ye separate. We're being separated. You have to make a distinction. I'm not with them. You don't want to be around these people because they'll bring you down with them. Finishing on, saith the Lord, and I will touch not, and touch not unclean things, and I will receive you. The Most High will receive us when we're in straits, when we need help, when we're sick, we're lowly. He will receive us. But an unclean thing is putting your trust in a double-minded man, putting your trust in these people of this world. Finishing up, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. That's why we have to forsake the people of this world, including our parents, our kinfolks, the people we grew up with. The Most High will be all that. He will replace it. Because really, in the first place, they were never for you. Because there's a separation being made. There's a variance. We're in war. It's a spiritual war, but it's going to get physical. But you put your foundation and your trust in YAHAWASHI. People of this world are going to lose it. And you don't want to lose your salvation over that, hanging around with these people. This is Romans 15:5. Now the Most High patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one toward another, according to Mashiach Yahawashi. Only the people that abide in this sound doctrine are going to follow this. People of this world are not going to follow this because they can't. It wasn't given to them. It was given to the elect. That's why you have to make a separation. The Most High brought us together for a reason. Brought us together, the elect, for a reason. Tabernacle of David. We're being brought together. Why would you want to go back into the world? This is 6. That ye may be one mind. It's like it. That ye may with one mind. That ye may with one mind and one mouth glorify the Most High, even the Father of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach. Wherefore receive ye one another as Mashiach also receive us to the glory of the Most High. Only the people of the elect are going to abide in this and going to follow this because they fear the Most High. This world is destitute of fear. And the ones that don't follow this doctrine are going to learn by death by pain. And misery loves company. So what do you think the people of this world is going to try to do? They know they have no hope. So they're going to grab onto the light, the ones that have the light. And that's low will, and that's us if we endure. Do not put your trust in people of this world. I learned that in the world. Don't bring that in this truth. The Most High is not here to save everybody. So why are you trying to save everybody? Don't go out like a fool. People of this world have no honor. They're volatile, they're lawless, and they're your enemy. Fickle, spineless, capricious. They're two-faced. Those ones is edifying. This is a foundation lesson, a foundational lesson. Stick to the basics, and you'll find yourself in good favor with YAHAWASHI. Okay? Those ones is edifying. And again, I want to give our praises to Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Wakakwadash, Shalom.